Dang it, Tim. I just released like a banger video going through your writer's piece. And I was all fired up and mean in it. And then I see, flooded comments of people coming in and saying, hey, Tim apologized. And I did watch it. I felt like it was sincere. I feel like, even though, I think the veneer of the our viewers thinking we're best friends or we're good buddies is gone. That doesn't mean that we shouldn't still coexist and lock arms and fight against, what we believe in. I think our channels are extremely complementary. You may have a certain opinion of my content, and that's okay. It doesn't bother me. You're not my target. And, I'm probably not the target for yours. However, we have a huge crossover that, put our fans in the crossfire. And it was never really about us. Of course, everything I said positive about you, I still mean. The empire that you're building, I'm extraordinarily inspired by it. We may have different approaches. Certainly, I'm more of a wild card, less professional, but that's just who I am. I think you know that, and my viewers know that. But he brings up some important things like we're losing, James O'Keefe. I guess this is barring, anything weird coming out. Like, so something, there's some weird, huge scandal with James. Obviously that could change things, but, losing that in the wake of probably their biggest expose ever, most important one ever, sucks. Crowder feuding with the Daily Wire sucks. I saw it in my own comments, right? Like my viewers are saying, hey, what's going on here? Why are you backing Crowder? Why are you backing Daily? Why are you smashing Daily Wire? All this kind of stuff. And like, I think they're right. And I think that it's just, we just got to be adults. I certainly reacted very emotionally, and I still like the beard meme. I still think it's funny, and that's okay though. Like I think at a time when I don't know if it's just that it's a slow news cycle or what the situation is, but he also brought up that there were 2 Republican lawmakers that are no longer with us anymore in like the last week. What's going on there? 2023, I think, is going to be a really rough year. It's going to be a year that we'll need each other. Even if Tim and I, even are just perceived as colleagues, I think that that's far better than like even reluctant allies. There's really no point in digging on Tim anymore. I'm not going to cover whatever future Shane Cashman pieces come out. I feel like I've said my bit there, right? Tim, I think, was very angry. I never took it all that serious, but I'm not a very serious guy. And, for my part, I guess also, Tim, I am sorry. Tim's viewers that felt loyal and felt slighted by the feud, I'm sorry. And to my viewers, I love you, and I'm really glad that you're here. But I think it's about getting back to work. I think everything's been said, right? Everything about this has been said. I think the core issue is that we have somebody who at minimum looks like falsely struck down videos. We made all the noise we could there. Twitter knows about it. I don't know what else we can do. Going forward, even to wrap up, this will be, unless something major happens, I guess. I reserve the right to go back on making an Eliza video. But I think I'm done talking about her now too. I feel like my point's been made, right? The timeline's out there. There are more questions than answers in terms of, who she is, what she's done, what her actual history looks like. Um, and, but I'll even say this. I have no idea what good work she's doing. But if anything comes out of this, I hope that she does do some good work and help people that need it. I've not seen any real examples, but maybe all that kind of stuff happens in the shadows. I don't know. And quite frankly, I don't care anymore. I think that everyone knows who she is now. A lot of people caught a lot of strays. And I just don't, like Tim and I don't have to be friends, but we should be colleagues and we should be, we should work hard to kind of fight against all of this. And, for example, Brittany Venti, all this stuff, she needs to be unlocked. I think at this point, she's made her point too. I don't think anyone could hold it against her now just to delete the stupid photo. I think we've, I feel like I really admire her convictions here. But, if you have your account locked at this point, I think we've made our point. I think we've learned a lot of important things from this, including in a lot of ways, Twitter has improved, but in a lot of ways, Twitter is the same as it always was. We've learned that Elegy Irwin. This is why, yes, there is an aspect of the drama of it, right? Certainly. However, there is actual learnings, right? We learned how the system inside of Twitter can be manipulated by bad actors and how effective it can be. We further learned that YouTube also still has these systems that are being used and abused. And hopefully we can bring that to Team YouTube, or we can bring that to Twitter. What's a real way we can fix these strikes or these things, the stuff on Twitter, is we can demand that Twitter asks more questions before they take photos down, right? You should have to be able to prove that it is a non-consensual thing. You shouldn't just have that a level of power over someone's account. Also, you have, we learned that maybe sometimes some of the people that we look up to don't think the same way we do. I definitely don't. The whole PR stuff, all that's wild. But like, look at what actually came out of it, right? We learned a lot about Elegy Irwin. We learned a lot. I bet you going forward, Tim's gonna do better background checks on his viewers, right? I think that would be a good thing. I think going forward, I will I will try to be better at not being so emotional. I am an emotional guy. What makes me good also makes me bad. And I think ultimately, I'm not saying that you should never call somebody out, because I stand by saying, well, geez, Tim probably should have said something. But where I think I certainly overreacted and I was wrong in really getting personal, the personal digs, it is what it is. And, again, for my part in it, I do apologize to Tim, and certainly anybody on his team that caught strays. I see Ian's getting some strays today. Cassandra, I know there's some stuff going on there between her and other content creators, but in terms of her interactions with me, she's been fine. I think it is better to kind of just move forward. There's no value in having like Tim Pool versus the quartering. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. And there's just so much more important things, like what new woke cartoon Disney's putting. I mean, it's just that's what I cover, right? I cover culture. He covers news. We're a good yin and yang, even if we're not perfect. And for my part in all of this, again, I apologize, and I'm gonna just shut up about it now. You can, the people that left can come back and feel safe. Hopefully, you will understand that this is from my heart. I didn't even try to sell you coffee. I mean, that's kind of a big deal. I don't have a special promo code set up, although you could use besties to. Nope. No. I love you all. It's because of your support that I have immense opportunities that shouldn't be wasted on overextending drama. I think I stand by reporting on the false censorship and the strikes. That's where it should have ended, and I should have stayed on that. And I have regrets about that. I'm sure Tim has regrets about the certain way he handles some things. But I just, if anything else, it just makes me remember just how damn thankful I am for all of you. Like, top to bottom, I'm thankful for you. I hope to see you on tonight's community notes, which will be live at 5:10, about probably less than an hour after this video comes out. But remember, it's over on the community notes channel. We've got lots to talk about. James O'Keefe, we've got to talk about these politicians. We've got to talk about dark chat GPT, so much more. So let's move forward together. And, Tim, as far as I'm concerned with Tim, the guy doesn't have to unblock me. He doesn't have to engage with me. I'm considering the hatchet buried 100% here. I've said my piece. He said his piece. We're both grown men that sit in office chairs and complain about stuff on the internet. So maybe we should just get back to doing that.